today's video, I am going to discuss another strategy in options called short straddle. So in this video, I will be telling when and how you should be deploying this strategy, what are the adjustment techniques you should adopt in order to come out safely if anything goes wrong. So everything will be discussed in this video. In my last video, I discussed about another strategy called short strangle. So if you have not watched that video, the link is given in the description below. So you can have a look at it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel because I will be doing live trade and I want you to be a part of that live trade. Whenever I discuss a strategy, very soon I will be doing a live trade so that you people will understand how the trades has to be done, what is the mind process, what is the thought process that goes behind the trade and everything. To be a successful options trader, you need not be an intelligent person. In fact, you should be a fool. Options trading is a fool's game. But you should be intelligent enough to know that you are a fool. Yes. See, in life, it is difficult to predict what will happen, but it is easy or not that difficult to predict what will not happen. For example, the person viewing this video, I can tell you that he will not be the Prime Minister of India. Because in a country like India, where population is 100 crores, the probability of you becoming that one person who will become the Prime Minister of the country is very, very less. I can also tell that the person viewing this video will not be a part of the Indian cricket team. Yes, because in Indian cricket team, only 11 players can get selected. In a country like India, where population is 100 crore, the probability of you being in the top 11 is very, very less. Similarly, in options trading, you need not predict what will happen to the market. You should be predicting what will not happen to the market. Okay. With that note, I will get started with the strategy called short straddle. So let's go to my whiteboard and see what the strategy is all about. Let's now discuss what short straddle is all about. Before I get started with the strategy, I want to tell you that if you are a person who is going for a job or who is doing some other business, who can't spend time in front of TV, laptop, monitor or whatever, then it's preferable you do this strategy in monthly expertise, not in weekly expertise. This has to be done in Nifty and Bank Nifty. If you are a beginner, then I would say you do it in Nifty only. This can also be done in stock options, but if you are a new to trading, then I would suggest you stay away from stock options. Okay. The minimum capital required for executing this strategy is approximately 3 to 3.5 lakh. Okay. So now let's see what this strategy is all about. This strategy, you are required to sell one lot of call and one lot of put of the same strike price. Now let's say Nifty is at 15,000. So you will be selling 15,000 call and a 15,000 put. So when you sell these options, you will be collecting a premium. Let's say the premium of this is approximately 500 and the premium of this is approximately 500. So now you have a range. If Nifty is in that range till expiry and on expiry day if it expires within that range, then you will be making a profit. The range is nothing but the sum of these two. So this will be equal to 1000. So now you have a range of 1000 points from the strike you sold. So the payoff graph will look like this. So let's say this is 15,000. So you have a range of 14,000 and a range of 16,000. So you have two ranges, which is 14,000 and you have 16,000. Okay. So now if Nifty stays between this range and if it expires within this, then you will be making a profit. Okay. But you know, Nifty is very volatile. Sometimes we have seen Nifty move 400 points in one day. Sometimes we have seen it never moves even 5 points. So it's very difficult to predict the movement of Nifty. Now let's say Nifty came to this point. So again, this point can be hypothetical. So you can consider either 75% from the center or 80% from the center. It's up to you. But keep a mark. The moment Nifty comes to this mark or this mark, you are supposed to do an adjustment. And that adjustment is nothing but buying one lot of futures or selling one lot of futures. Now let's say Nifty came here. At this point, you will be buying one lot of futures. Okay? When you buy that one lot of futures, you will be protected totally on the upper side. The payoff graph will become like this. So you need not worry how much Nifty will go after you buy a future. So even if it goes to 30,000, you will be making a profit. Similarly, on the lower side, when Nifty comes here, you will be selling a future. Okay, this is buying a future and here you will be selling a future. So when you do that, your payoff graph will go like this and you need not worry how much markets will fall. Even if it goes to 1000 points, you need not worry. You will be making this profit. Okay. So even if it goes to 2000, you need not worry. You are totally protected. But after you buy or sell the future, you need not worry on the side you have protected it, but you should worry about the other side. The other side, the break even will be this point. Okay. So this point, the strike where you initially executed will be your break even point. So now if Nifty reverses and goes beyond this, that's when your loss will begin. So you need not wait. In case if Nifty reverses after you buy a future and if it tries to break this point, if you are in profit, you can exit. Otherwise, you can put a stop loss and take the loss and come out of the trade. From my experience, I can tell you, I have not come across any situation where I have executed a straddle and Nifty has broken the range. After I buy the future or sell the future, it has reversed and broken my break-even point. The probability of that happening is very, very less. That is the reason I told you that this has to be done in monthly expiry. Because in weekly expiry, the probability of it coming back and breaking your lower end is very high. So your monitoring will be very much required if you are doing it in weekly expiry. But in monthly expiry, if you are doing it in long-term expiry, your involvement will be very, very less. I have a lot of clients, so they have put a lot of restrictions on me. They have told me not to trade in weekly expiries. They have told me not to trade in stock options. They have told me not to trade in deep OTM, ITM options. There are many restrictions which they have put. For those clients, what I do, I execute long-term strategies. In fact, I have executed 15,000 straddle for the month of December. I have collected approximately 2,000 points. Today it is trading at approximately 1,200 or 1,300 points. I don't remember, maybe we can check it out later. Okay? And many times when I go on a vacation or if I am busy in some other thing, I don't let my money idle in my account. Before 2020, I used to go on vacation for 2 weeks, 10 days, 15 days. At that time, I would easily execute these kind of trades in long-term options and go on a vacation. And when I was in a vacation, I don't sit and see tick by tick. I just see the market probably 2 times or 3 times in a day and close the mobile. Because when you go on a vacation, you should not be doing anything. If you are sitting there and watching market, then there is no point in going on a vacation, right? So this is how stable this strategy is. And in fact, I like short straddle than short straddle, because managing short straddle is easier than managing short straddle. Okay. So I hope you guys understood how the strategy works. Now let's see how it works in a simulator. Now we are in May. So I'll take an example of the previous month, which was April. So if you see April's expiry, April expiry started on 26th of March and ended on 29th of April. So here we have taken the start date as 26th March and April expiry. So on 26th March at 9:20, Nifty spot was at 14,446, which is approximately 14,450. Okay. So we'll execute a short straddle at 14,450. Okay. So 14,450. So you sell one lot of put which is at 343 and you sell another lot of call at 420. So let us see what has happened to the payoff graph. So here we have a range, and the range is from 13,687 to 15,200. So let's say we will do adjustment. Let me take a pen. Approximately when Nifty reaches around this point, and on the put side if it reaches around this point. Okay. So let us see what those points are. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So that point is approximately 15,100 I will consider, and on the put side it will be around 13,800. Okay. So I'll just make a note of this here. Okay, it is 15,100 and 13,800. So now let's see how Nifty has moved from 26th March to 29th April. So I will not be going day by day because the loading of data will be slow. So I will be going 3 days in once, and if it is required, I will come back. Okay. So in option simulator, we can just click on this. So I'll click 3 times rapidly. Okay. On 1st April, you can see it was at 14,860. On 8th April, you can see that it is at 15,000 approximately. So we have 100 more points, where if it moves 100 points, we will have to do some adjustment. Okay, so now let's see what happened on 9th. Okay, on 9th it came back. So let us see what happened to next 2-3 days. 12th, 13th, 15th. On 15th, again it has come back and it is back to 14,600. So I'll go to 20th directly. On 20th, it is at 14,200. On the lower side, we have room till 13,800. Okay. So I'll go to 24th. Okay. Okay, it's 26th because 24th was a holiday. So you can see it is still at 14,489, which is approximately 14,500. You can see by now you have already made a profit of 35,000. You have all the liberty to exit this if you have made such a wonderful profit. When you are in profit, you need not worry when you should exit. So if you have made approximately 5 to 10% of your capital deployed, you can think of exiting in phases. Okay. So if you have done 10 lots of straddle, then probably you can exit half of them. If you have executed only one, then probably you can think of booking entire profit. Okay, so that is how you manage your game. So now let's see what happened on expiry, which is another 2-3 days ahead. So on expiry, you can see that Nifty shot up and it came to 15,030. So even now, if you had exited, you would have been in a profit of 13,000. Okay, that's why I told you, whenever you see a profit of 5 to 10% of your capital, it is better to book the profit, especially in straddles. Okay, so this was an example where we did not do any adjustment. So I will take an example of last year where markets were very volatile, and it was trending in a single direction. So I'll just take an example of December 2020, and where there was an adjustment which was required, so that you will know how to do adjustments. Okay, so for now I will reset everything, and if you go to December, the December month expiry started on 27th November, and the expiry was on 31st December. So 27th November is the date which we should set here. 27th November, and expiry was on 31st December here. So even this one you set it at 31st December. Now let's just get the option chain. Okay, so on 27th November, Nifty spot was at 13,000. Okay, so we'll execute 13,000 short straddle. So let's sell one put which is at 255, and then we will be selling another call at 295. Okay, so now let's see what has happened to the payoff graph. So you can see that the payoff graph is there, and we have a range from 12,450 to 13,550. Okay, so we should be doing adjustment when, let's say, this point is breached, these two here, somewhere here. Okay, so let's see what these points are. Okay, so these, one second, yeah, so these points are approximately 13,400. Okay, and here it is approximately 12,600. Okay, so I'll just make a note of that here, so that we'll be aware. So it was 12,600 and 13,400. Okay, so now let's see how Nifty has moved throughout the month. So again, I will be taking 3 days movement, because I don't have time, and the data which is being loaded is also slow. So on 2nd December, you can see it was at 13,125. On 7th, you can see Nifty went to 13,300. So let's see what will happen after a few days from here. Okay, on 8th, you can see that Nifty went to 13,400. Okay, so now is the point where we have to do an adjustment. Okay, so let me just clear whatever I have written here. Okay, so now we should be buying a future at 13,400. But in this tool, there is no option to buy futures. The simulation which they have given is only for options. So what I'll do, I'll execute a synthetic futures, which means I'll be buying a call and selling a put of the same strike price. So it is equivalent to buying a future, but in options. So for people who are not understanding, don't worry what that is. It is buying a future actually. Okay, so I am just buying a future in option. So 13,400 call I will be buying and 13,400 put I will be selling. So let me get the option chain. And for doing executing synthetic future, you need not worry about the strike, but still I will just take the strike of 13,400. So I will be buying a call and I will be selling the put. Okay, so now you can see the payoff graph. Okay, so this is nothing but buying the future at 13,400. Okay, it is equivalent to that. Because there is no option, I am doing it this way. So now we have bought a future and we have protected our straddle from upside. So tomorrow if Nifty goes to even 50,000 also, I need not worry. Okay, but on the lower side we have room till only 12,932. Okay, so let's see what happened after 8th. So let's go to probably 12th or 13th. Okay, 11th. Okay, on 11th it was at 13,500. On 17th December it was at 13,700. Now I'll go to 20th or 21st. Okay, 22nd. On 22nd it was at 13,400. And you can see that on that day you are in a profit of 200 rupees, but that is fine. You still have a long gap, so you can wait till expiry. So let's see what happened in another few days. On 28th December, Nifty was at 13,850. Okay, so it has shot up, it has gone ahead, but we need not worry. Going up, we need not worry. So you can see here on 28th, you are already sitting with a profit of 9,000 rupees. Okay, whereas your maximum profit is around 10,000 if it is in this range. So you can wait for expiry because you have a long gap on the downside. So let's see what happened on 31st December. Okay, on 31st December, Nifty was at 13,950 and you have made the entire 10,000 rupees profit. Okay, this is the beauty of doing this strategy. And let me tell you from my experience, out of 12 months in a year, by using this strategy and adjustment, you will make profit almost 10 months in a year. Okay, there will be 1 or 2 months where you will, even after doing this adjustment, Nifty reverses and challenges your break-even point on the lower side. This is a very simple strategy which you can execute, and you need not have constant monitoring of this strategy. So that is the beauty of this. So very soon I will be doing a live trade in my account. So do follow my channel so that you get notification when I do a live trade. Okay, I don't want you to miss that live trade. So I will see you guys in that live trade. So thank you for watching. Do like and share this video.